Hello, 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 hello. Come on in the room. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We love having new people. Make sure to tell us that you're new and where you're tuning in from so that we can show you some love. But hello to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. I hope you have had a fabulous and wonderful weekend, and I cannot wait to talk to you. My name's Brandolyn, and as you come into the room, you know I always wait a few seconds. So let me know that you're here. Say hello so that I can make sure everything's working and I can see your comments. So just make sure to pop on in here. Let me see everybody. Hello, Margaret Ann. How are you? Hello, girl. We've got lots to discuss this evening. It's been a little crazy. It has been a little crazy, but I'll tell you all about it. How's everybody doing? Hi, Lisa and Kim and Angela. I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Miss Sarah. How are you? Well, listen, we got lots to jump into. Hi, Candace. How are you? And who is it? San Antonio. Hello. Where are you? Hello. How's everybody doing? And Daisy joining us on YouTube. I hope everybody's doing good. We've already started off with good news. Wait a minute. I missed a comment. I'm coming back, Jessica. Hey, family, I have great news. After a lot of applying and interviews, I got a data entry-level job, start next Monday. You better do it, Miss Amy. I'm so happy for you. Come on now, because I know that boy of yours is an Eagle Scout, and that's not cheap. So I'm so glad that you got that job. That's a won't he do it moment right there. Let's see here. Jessica, hello from Long Island. So happy to catch you live. I needed your positivity in my life tonight. Been sick. Now I can smile. Oh, well, Jessica, don't worry. We're going to have a good time tonight. We've got lots to discuss and lots to laugh about because we love to laugh. Okay. So we're going to jump right on into some things tonight. Hi, Christy. I hope all is well for you. Let's see here. I'm trying to find this. This is an interesting one that we're going to start off with tonight. Definitely a bless your heart. Okay. So I was looking through a couple of things and I want to read a little bit of this to you all because I want your opinions on it. Okay. Let's see here. Hello. Okay. Here we go. This is an obituary. And for anyone who's new, bless your heart just means, it's a nice thing to say when you have nothing else nice to say, or it's an extremely passive aggressive mean thing to say. Just depends on the situation. So here's our bless your heart for tonight. This is an obituary that was actually printed. I'm sure I'm pronouncing this last name wrong. Lawrence H. Pfaff Sr. was born in Belmont, New York on April 16th, 1941. He passed away on June 27, 2022, living a long life, much longer than he deserved. That's line 2. I just want y'all to know we just started it and we're just on line 2, okay? He is survived by his 3 children. No, 4. 5 children. Well, as of 2022, we believe there's one more that we know about, but there could be a few more. His love was abundant when it came to himself, but for his children, it was limited. From a young age, he was a ladies' man, an abusive alcoholic, solidifying his commitment to both his path of destruction he left behind, damaging his adult children, and leaving them broken. I'm tired. Did y'all receive that? No, Mama, no. We'll talk about it, everybody, in just a minute. I'm tired. And we just read the first paragraph. Could you imagine at the nice little funeral and they play softly and say, read the obituary, and that's what you see? And that was the first. Kimberly said, Kimberly. It gets worse. I'll read a little bit more, okay? Lawrence Sr.'s hobbies included abusing his first wife and children. He loved to start projects but never followed through on any of them. He enjoyed the life of a barfly for many years and had a quaint little living space studio above his favorite hole in the wall, the Club Nashville. Is anyone else toe up about this? Oh, Cheryl, that's my absolute favorite place. Absolute favorite place. Okay. We're almost finished if y'all can take it all because this is a lot. Let's see here. Lawrence Sr. spent over 20 years in the NYPD, but even his time in service was neglected at best. Because of his alcohol addiction, his commanding officer took away his gun and badge, replacing them with a broom until he could get his act together. Lawrence Sr. did claim to be clean and sober for over 30 years, but never worked any of the 12 steps, including the 8th and 9th step with his children. Making amends. He possesses no redeeming qualities for his children, including the ones he knew and the ones he knew about. Y'all, one more paragraph. It will be challenging to miss Lawrence. It will be challenging to miss Lawrence because he was narcissistic. He was incapable of love. Lawrence Sr.'s passing proves that evil does eventually die. Gosh. Ooh, and it marks a time of healing, which will allow his children to get the closure they deserve. Lawrence Sr. can be remembered for being a father to many and a daddy to none. Ooh, y'all read this? Y'all read this? I see a lot of y'all read this. Shots fired. I know. Shots were fired, and I feel like I got hit, and all I did was read it. I see. Family wrote that the truth hurts. I know, Judy. Okay, so here's the thing. It was written by his son. I think I saw somebody in the comments while I was reading that pointed that out. It was definitely written by his son. Yes, Carlene. Carlene said that's bitter. Whew. There's so many levels. Okay, so who do we want to give the bless your heart to? We have lots of options. We have the children. We have Lawrence Sr. himself. We have the children that he knew about, the children he maybe knew, didn't know. Sounds like someone needed to be on Maury. Okay, so the children he knew about, the children that could have been his ex-wives, the one that wrote it, or the poor people that just read it, or us for having to reread it. There's so many options. So many options. You all tell me. Let's see here. Christy says, saw it pop up on my feed earlier, but hadn't had a chance to read it yet. It's a lot. It's a lot. Hey, Sade, let's see here. They shouldn't have told him all this while he was alive, not dead. Something tells me they may have tried. The whole family needs a blessing. I agree. Ooh, Lindy. Pickwick, Tennessee. Sounds country. Sounds like I should go there and get me some good cornbread. Well, hello right back at you. Okay, let's see here. I'm getting a lot of, hi, Rachel. How are you? Pittsburgh did Pittsburgh prayers today at Heinz Field. We prayed for families. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Let's see here. Hi, T. I feel like it should be the children. It takes a strong person to take a risk and write all that make the truth known. Okay. They definitely made the truth known. Bless the hearts of the people who read it, true or not. No need to print it. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Hi, Beverly from Canada. I hope all is well with you. Judy says the one who wrote it and the whole family need help. I agree. Okay, here's my question to you before we jump into something else. Do you feel that writing it was fix the situation, or at least allowed the person who wrote it to release their bitterness, or is that just a temporary thing? Do you think that was just a temporary, you know how if you ever had a temper, when you go off on someone and you hit them with that and another thing, and then after a minute you feel better at the time, but after it's all over, it's like, dang, I'm still upset. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Do you think this was temporary or this really helped him get it off his chest? Bless the roller coaster of emotions. Now, I'm not going to lie. Um, the saint in me says, let's just pray for the family. The Sunday school dropout in me says, let's go to the funeral. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. I just would have loved to have been there just to see how this all went down. Mm-hmm. Cindy says that's something they should have been said privately instead of printing it to the world. God bless them all. It was a lot. It was a lot. I'm sorry, the comments are jumping in. It's a lot. Needed it to heal. Okay, that's a different perspective. So you're saying that this was a good healing moment. Relax, relate, release in my loudest Whitley Gilbert voice. You talking about Whitley Gilbert? She talked real high. Woo! That was just a lot. It was just a lot. Let's see here. Melanie says, I have no comment. Dad made it clear that the only reason we were in the family was because Mom wanted, so he went along with it. He's making it up to my brother as he did not, as he's dying, and my brother had it worse than I did. That's rough, Melanie. That is rough. You know, I hate it when you go to funerals and you see somebody like really, really just lose it at the casket, and you know that it's the cry of regret, you know, especially when it's family. Let's see here. Judy said, it helped him get it off his chest. He wanted everyone to know about his father. I agree. But see, here's my thing. It's like gas. You get gas on your chest, you burp, it goes away. But I promise you, it's going to come back. You got to deal with it another way. One burp doesn't get all that gas. You got to work at it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't even know if printing it was a good thing or a bad thing, because from the sounds of it, if his daddy did all that, I don't believe it was a secret for anybody who knew him. But I just don't know if it achieved what he wanted it to achieve, if he will let go of that bitterness. That's, I guess, what I'm getting at more than anything. Hi, Corey. How are you? Oh, Corey, honey, we just read this entire obituary. For anyone who's just joining us, a man wrote a scathing obituary about his alcoholic, abusive, non-present, non-involved father and printed it. So it was a lot. It was a lot. One more comment and then we're moving on. Hi, my Roro. That was something that was bottled all the way up. And they had to release it and let it out. Just like they tell you if you have a situation that wasn't resolved and you're told to write a letter and when that person passes. Absolutely. Yeah. Whew. Well, that was one letter for sure. That was one letter. Let me just kind of back up and we're going to switch gears just a little bit. Feel free to continue to make comments on this. That's absolutely fine, because a lot of us have dealt with this situation or are holding on to bitterness. And a lot of times, even if I don't say it, things are put in the comments that help someone else. So always feel free to share your experience there. And if this is a safe space, so absolutely, no drama, no judgment. Okay. If you have an experience, feel free to share. Speaking of experience, this weekend was a very interesting one. And I'm going to give you all a bit of a never again. Okay. So there's a lot going on that I haven't quite shared with you all, but I'm going to share a little bit of it with you. I am in the process of completely redoing my website, which requires me to do something that I wasn't necessarily prepared for. Okay. And and that's a photo shoot. I love to have fun. I don't mind being in front of people, but there is something about being in front of a camera that scares me half to death. And I think it's because it captures your image. It captures a level or a piece of you that like it's there. It's permanent. And it's I don't know, it makes me vulnerable in a way that I'm not used to. But I have to do this photo shoot and it's a big deal because of a lot of things that I'm getting ready to put out there to you guys outside of the website. So I needed to not just wear clothes, but like go buy some clothes because COVID has done a lot. Okay. There's a lot of me to love. So I needed to go to Atlanta to meet a dear friend of mine who helped style me for the shoot. Well, of course, my manager went with me, AKA Sydney. That's my daughter. My husband had to work. So me and Sydney jumped in the car. We were going to go down to Atlanta. I was going to try on some clothes and come on back. Very simple. Shouldn't have taken us but a couple of hours. We take off. As we're driving down the road, further and further away from my home, all of a sudden, we're playing music, but I hear a noise. I don't feel it, but I hear it. And as I'm like, is something wrong with my car? Another car comes beside me and does this. You guys, have y'all ever had a car do this to you? I'm like, what? So I pull over to the side of the road and I realize I've got a flat tire. Okay. Now my daughter, who's only 12, was like, Mama, what is it? What's wrong? I was panicked, okay? But I have a child with me, and she's depending on me to be the, what do you call it? The adult in the situation. Oh, so I calmed down, said it was okay, and we slowly rolled. We were very close to the exit, so we slowly rolled and got off. Luckily, I had a dear friend who's a friend of the family who doesn't live far. So we called and, well, actually, I called my husband first, who is at work. Now, y'all, I love my husband. I love my husband with all my heart. And you know the people that you love the most can make your blood pressure go up quicker than anybody else. I said, baby, I am in Dalton and I have a flat tire. Do you want me to tell y'all what he says to me? You ready for this one? How'd you do that? How'd I do it? Oh, I don't know. I just got out the car, pulled out a pocket knife, and slit my tire. What you mean, how'd I do that? What? That was your first question. So my blood pressure's already hitting the roof. Why do you want to ask? I said, you know what? Just let me call our family friend. Let me just call, and I'm gonna call you back. With what really I wanted to do was just get off the phone with him. How'd you do that? So then I called my daddy. Now, y'all, anybody who knows my daddy knows that he thinks he has a cape on, okay? So I couldn't just call and say, Daddy, I have a flat, because then he would have been like, where are you? I'm on my way. No. You're at the church. AAA is awesome. I know, and I'm going to get AAA after this. I promise. My daddy was at the church. I'm calling him. I said, Daddy, don't get up. I don't need you to move. I'm fine. I can handle this. I just need you to give me the number to our family friend. Daddy, well, what tire is it? What side is it on? Well, have you got AAA? Have you got? Okay. You too are trying to interview me right now and ask me questions I cannot answer. So now I got Diane Sawyer and Barbara Walters. Somewhere between my husband and my daddy, my nerves were shot. My daddy calls our family friend. He said, I'm going to call him. I'll get him. Okay. Meanwhile, my daughter and I decide that we're going to get out the car because now we're in a parking lot and we're going to, well, there's no moving the car anymore because when I tell you the tire was gone, it was flat. We're going to get this spare tire out. So when our family friend gets here, Mr. Washington, we've done everything we needed to do. How come nobody told me it took all that energy to get a tire out of the back of your car? Okay. So we did get out because, my daughter plays softball. So we got softball equipment, chairs, furniture, blankets, umbrellas. All of this is piled in my trunk. So we got to pull all that out. And we lift the back hatch. At this point, my husband calls back. He said, all right, what are y'all doing? I said, I'm trying to get to the spare tire. He said, does the spare have air in it? What do you mean? He said, we've never used it, so I don't know if it's still full of air. I blew so hard into that phone at him that the air I blew could have filled up the tire if it was flat. So I'm looking down in my trunk and all I see is this big tire and my daughter's standing there and we're holding up the hatch looking down on this tire. Now you got Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I am standing there in white capris and it's raining. Hence this, because when I tell you, anyway, she unlocks we try to pull the latch out in the middle and we begin to push up and try to pull this tire out. Now, I don't know, but the devil himself must have reached up from hell and was holding that tire down because neither one of us could pull it out of the trunk, okay? Neither one of us. And in the midst of us struggling, trying to get the spare out, we haven't even gotten to the little jack and that thing that you crank the screws out. We ain't even gotten, we just trying to get the tire out. And my husband is saying, hold the phone. I can't see because I got him on FaceTime. Can you, well, hold the phone where I can. Now listen, I can't pull the tire, hold the phone and hold the hatch. It's too much. Praise God. A gentleman came by and saw Tweedledum and Tweedledee trying to get this tire out. And he says, you ladies look like you need some help. His name is Ricky Murphy. When I tell you Ricky Murphy saved our lives, between Ricky Murphy and then another gentleman pulled up, I believe his name was Manuel. And Manuel and Ricky got that tire on there for us. And by that point, once they got that spare on, I said, well, I guess we need to turn around and go home. And Manuel said, oh no, that tire just needs to be plugged. Follow me and I'm going to take you to a tire place. Now, anybody with sense would have said, thank you, but no thanks. I'm going home. But just when I was about to do that, Mr. Washington pulled up. And Mr. Washington said, follow him and I'm going to follow you. See how just the right people are in the right spot when you need them the most. Okay? Yeah, that's his name, Ricky Murphy. That is his name. I promise. So they all took care of me and Sydney with my husband on FaceTime, thanking everybody for taking care of his babies because we were struggling. Okay. Needless to say, I made it to Atlanta. We tried on the clothes. We came home. Okay. You would think things would have calmed down at that point. Went to church today. Left church, came home, realized in order to wear all these clothes, I needed a new girdle. Have mercy, Jesus. So me and my mama went to the store. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this to try on girdles. Now, I don't know about y'all, but with me, putting on a girdle is a two-person job because I got to step in it, hoist, and I need somebody to hoist up the back and I'm going to hoist up the front. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. And my mama had the nerve to say to me, well, can they help? Can they lift you anymore? Let me tell you something. A girdle can only do so much, okay? It can either hold you in or hold you up. But now you're asking it to do stuff. If you wanted to do all of what I needed to do, I need the material they use to make the spacesuits at NASA. That's what I need. If you want me in a girdle that's going to suck me in and hold me up, pick one. Pick one. Don't put all that pressure on a girdle. They don't make them like that. Needless to say, we got it together, okay? Now, I won't be breathing, but my waist is going to be snatched. We get ready to pay. I can't find my wallet. No wallet. No wallet. At this very moment, I still don't know where my wallet is. We have searched everywhere. I just went with my mom, so naturally I called the house and asked my husband, had he seen it? He looked around, he couldn't find it. So mom and I looked everywhere. We went back to where we had lunch, couldn't find it. I mean, I've looked everywhere for this wallet. It's gone. I don't know where my wallet is. Call my husband. See, he actually called me and said, did you find your wallet? I said, no. He said, well, where'd you leave it? Y'all, I have made it on a wing and a prayer with the tires. I've lost my wallet. And now I'm going to choke my husband if he asks me one more question. Where'd you leave it? Okay. Y'all pray for me. No, really, pray for him. Because I'm going to kill him. But here's the point. Here's the point of all of that. I personally feel that when you have a whole bunch of stuff going on, like tires blowing out of nowhere and you're losing your wallet, that means one of two things. The first thing it could mean is the good Lord's trying to slow you down. He's trying to get your attention. Something's going on. And he's saying, hey, I'm over here. I'm over here. I don't know what the good Lord's telling me. The second thing is something good must be coming my way. That's what I always say when bad things keep happening over and over and over and over again. In the midst of all this crazy, I still have peace. I don't know why, partially because it's not like I had $1 million in the wallet anyway. We've locked the cards, and I'm just going to trust and believe that wallet's going to show up by in the morning. But what also may show up is my husband's body, because I'm going to kill him. Where'd you leave it? I'm going to tell you something else that made no sense to me. I called one of my cards to lock it and report it lost. And can I tell you what the automated system asked me for? The card number. I hit press 2 for lost card. 2. And then it said, give us the card number. I hit 2 for a lost card. Never again. You know what? I think I'm going to just stay in the house. I'm going to just stay in the house because I don't know what's going to happen next. It's just a bunch of crazy stuff. It'll be fine. We pray you'll find that wallet. It's going to show up. I'm not claiming nothing else. It's going to show up. In the shop, that's the only place I haven't checked yet. And so I'm going to wait and call them in the morning because we stayed until closing. It took about that long for me to get out that girdle. So by the time we got out of the girdle, paid for it, my mom paid for it, and we left, they closed. And so I am going to call them first thing in the morning. Miss Judy, we have taken the car apart. At this point, we could have detailed the car. We have taken it apart. It's not in the car. We drove back. I mean, we've been everywhere. I have no clue, but I know something is on the horizon, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Listen, I just wanted to, because you can't change it. Because I can't change what? Mail. That's my sister. But listen, I do want to let you know I'm making a lot of changes to the website, and I want to prepare you for some things. First and foremost, I will tell you these 2 things that are coming. New look to the website. However, if you are not there and you want to be a part of the mailing list, let me put that out there. And if I can find it, every week I just send out a little word of inspiration, a word of encouragement. Sometimes it's serious, sometimes it's funny. It's truly whatever hits my heart, whatever I'm whatever, comes out, I just write it. But that's just a different way that we can connect. So you're more than welcome to go to the website, sign up for the mailing list, and every Wednesday I send something out. I do not bother you outside of that. I do not sell your name anywhere. You don't have to worry about getting any odd subscriptions or things. Just once a week. That's it. And it's directly from me. Second thing, so the website's changing. You can go there or you can inbox me on my page here on Facebook, and I can get you put on there. You just need to give me your email address. The second thing, outside of the website that is changing, I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. If I don't hurry up and do a show, some people are going to kill me. So I did a very small show to work out some new material during COVID. But I am definitely doing a huge show this fall. It will be here in Chattanooga. So if you want to take a quick break, a vacation, and just come and laugh and enjoy, every time I do a big show, we have fun. And so more details about that will definitely come out. And if you want to come and see what I'm all about so that I can come to your city, feel free. You come right on, enjoy the city of Chattanooga. And after all of that, come and laugh. But I've got to get back on the stage. I can't take it anymore. So definitely doing a big show. Come on, Miss Louise. I will post it here. And to be honest with you, if you're on my blog, you will know about it before anybody else does, because I'm going to tell people who are on the mailing list the exact date before I tell anybody else. So please, please, please do make sure that if that's something you're interested in, I would love to see you. Love to see you. But I wanted to tell you about my crazy weekend because, number one, you got to learn to laugh through all this craziness. It happens. Stuff happens. Something good is around the corner. That, and I'm going to calm down and pay attention because clearly the Lord wants my attention. But I'm not going to let it stop me from getting my shine on, okay? And I don't want you to do that either. Sometimes crazy things just happen. They happen. You get through one thing and here comes another before you can finish with the first thing. Have you noticed that? So just make sure to get your shine on. Let's see here. My prayer for you all this week is a good one. No matter what happens, no matter what goes on, no matter the drama, no matter the stress, no matter the lost wallet, no matter the back talking child, no matter the flat tire, no matter the husband you want to jerk, no matter what it is, no matter what happens this week, take a deep breath. I promise you'll get through it. I promise you will. So that is my prayer for you, is that whatever comes your way, not only do you have the strength to get through it, even if you don't have the strength, you know who does. So you have them take a moment and you pray. And that whatever happens this week, you don't let it put out your light. Get your shine on. Get your shine on. And do not worry. I promise you'll know about those tickets soon and very soon. I got to get it together. You all have a great night. And pray I don't kill Shrub. Have a good night.